Hopefully we won't have to like remember each other like we're dead to each other.
This is it. This is
These
it.
are, oh my god, this
Oh
movie
my
has
God.
been the last 24 hours. Like, I love Notting Hill, I love Beaches,
Yeah.
I love About Time, and this had a sprinkle of everything
Oh,
in it.
yay.
Is there any movie that you were thinking of as well that would be like, it's just
Literally
beautiful,
that.
lads.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, man. Thank you.
And you watched it yesterday.
I watched it yesterday
Wow, how you
on my
doing?
own at a big black screen, ball in my eyes over
Oh,
popcorn.
nice. Good.
Is that the reaction you're getting from people? Like, are people relating to it?
A
Yeah.
lot of the time, yeah. It's been really lovely.
And everybody wants to, what's really beautiful is everybody wants to talk about the thing that they connected with. And even if they haven't connected with a part of it, they really want to express how it affected them. It's been a really lovely and therapeutic experience talking about it.
Must be tough for you guys as well, having all that, you know, because you're in other people's worlds now and they're going, oh my, when the movie comes out, I can feel this, I can
It's a
feel
gift.
that.
It's the best feeling in the world to feel like what you're doing is transcending a nice time at the cinema. It is a nice time at the cinema, but it's also giving people back their own dreams, their own longings, their own memories, their own hearts in a way. So no, that's like top tier, like fudge. If we can do that for a living, happiness for the rest of our lives.
I mean, literally our first interview, I started welling up and he got goosebumps, and we were just simply talking about life after death and how people manage that and how they try and keep people's spirits alive. And I started crying. You know,
Oh,
it's
stop. I was the same. There was a quote that Jimmy Carr had a while ago, I don't know where he got it from. He says, grief is the price we pay for love.
Oh yeah.
And I just went, oh my God, that hits you in the feels.
yeah.
I love the whole promo tour you guys have done so far. Like, is it easy when you just can have the crack with each other?
Definitely.
And just kind of, you know, when you're doing the tough scenes, you can go, ha, I can relax now. How did you entertain yourselves?
When we were filming,
Yeah, like during the breaks, because I'm sure there's a lot of waiting around.
Yeah, sometimes we would stay focused, other times we wouldn't. It depended on the scene and
and
our
gauge off
mood.
each other as well.
Yeah, and sometimes like one of us would want to be more loose, another one. There's a lot of respect for each other's processes. Like it was never the same each day, but every day was a joy. Even if we were doing hard scenes, every day it was just like so excited to get up at 5 a.m. honestly and see her and make whatever we were going to make that day. It almost didn't matter that we needed to know the general like our lines, but like it didn't really. We knew whatever scene we were going to be doing was going to happen very organically and full of love.
When you're doing projects like this, is it like starting and ending school constantly? You make friends and then you go, oh my God, I want to see you.
But it was so much sadder than that, but in a wonderful way. Like, we created this world together of these two characters that at the beginning we knew, you know, our bits about it, but realistically, every day that we shot, we were understanding more and more about each other, about the characters, about our impulses as those characters. And the closer and closer we got towards the end, the closer and closer we got towards saying goodbye to them forever. And of course, that was the nature of the movie, is saying goodbye to her. It was just so emotional. And we had the closer and closer we got to wrap, every scene became harder and harder to finish and harder to have our last take. And it was but such a beautiful experience, and all of that, you know, what you just said, the quote, who was it, Jimmy
Carr,
Jimmy
the
Carr said
comedian.
it,
Randomly,
yeah.
I read it one day, I was like, wow, it's amazing.
It's the same thing, is that it was such a pleasure to do it, and the weight of then knowing that it was nearly over was also getting greater, but what a beautiful thing to feel.
Well, what's the thing that both of you will remember about each other? Like, have you got quirks now that you have picked up on? Like, whether
Hopefully
it's
we won't have to like remember each other like we're dead to each other.
This is it. This is the
These are
first
both going
time
into Big Brother
we're
now,
ever going to see each
separately.
other.
All right, well.
block.
I don't know. I feel like from the experience, I'm gonna remember how lucky it was that we trusted each other so much and that we got to develop such a connection as actors and as people. And you know, I came out of a retreat recently, and I just was just filled with love for Florence and just remembered that period of time, and to be able to share that is just such a beautiful gift. Just to be able to say, gosh, what a wonderful thing that we managed to do together. And you know, we hadn't spoken in a while, and we were about to start this press tour. I was just like, oh my God, I get to go and like be with this person talking about this beautiful, mysterious thing that we made together. And I'm just so grateful for this chapter as well as the chapter before.
One thing that afterwards apart from all the crying and all that, was like, I want a bath. Like, I have
That's not a bath. Yeah, like good baths.
because people are going to watch this, because you're in the bath quite a bit. Like, it was as relaxing or non-relaxing when you're there for hours, shriveled and.
It actually was. I mean,
Nice.
it was so that, especially one of my favorite scenes watching, and actually even on the day I remember going like, oh, this is so cool that we're putting this in. But it took like 3 hours to get in my prosthetic, and it was a very like lengthy but precise. What is it like? Not what like landing on my stomach, and by the time that we got to set, it was heavy and my back was already hurting. So like that day was very, very hard, and John definitely helped maneuver a day that I wouldn't be in it for a crazy amount of time. But I really loved the unchanging scene, and I was actually quite excited to get in the bath. And then I did get to get in the bath and have like this weight relief from my back, which is obviously exactly how she was feeling. But yeah, it was great. I loved it. I got to lie in the bath and be in hot water, and it was fantastic. Eat Jaffa cakes. I loved it.
Perfect, guys. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Oh,
The movie is. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. The movie's amazing. My God, like I was a bit afterwards. But yeah, thank you so much.
It was
Okay.
lovely to chat to
Thank
you.
you.
Okay.